Good morning, my lovelies, and thank you so much for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan, doing my best to follow the Slimming World plan. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, thanks for stopping by. If you're coming back, as always, thank you ever so much for doing so. Today is Friday the 19th of November. I haven't posted for a week. If you watch me regularly, you'll know that last Thursday when I weighed in, I had an unexpected gain of £2 and I felt pretty crappy after my Slimming World group that night. And that was not helped by my consultant, if I'm totally honest. And it was disappointing because I'd really sort of got back onto it. And so essentially I did what you're not supposed to do. I was going to say I thought fuck it, but I'm not sure if I can swear or not. But anyway, sorry for swearing. So basically I just could not get my head back in the game. And for a whole week I haven't been terrible. And actually I lost £2 when I weighed in last night. So it's not the end of the world, but I wasn't really following the plan. I was just kind of trucking along. And as it turned out, I was due on, which I didn't realise. So that probably was the reason for my gain. So basically I shot myself in the foot a bit. So I do apologise for not being here for a whole week and essentially having an extended strop, because that's really all it was. So it's Friday's day and we're going to get back properly on it. So I apologise. That's not how you should deal with a gain. Learn from me. But basically it's lunchtime right now and all I've had today is 2 coffees. As you guys know, I have about 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista in my coffee. I actually use slightly less than that, but I always call it 100 mils. And that's once in each, so I'm on 2 SYNS today. And I haven't had any breakfast. I'm so hungry, guys. It's just been a busy morning. So for lunch, I'm gonna make soup and I'm gonna have some bread with it. I'm not sure if I have a bread roll, but I've definitely got bread, so I can have toast. So there we go. In my soup, I'm just going to make it from some leftover roasted vegetables from the other day. They were done in a little bit of oil, so there'll be a couple of SYN values, but not much at all. Okay, the noise is the kettle, by the way. So this is my leftover roast vegetables. It's beetroot, parsnips and carrots. Obviously beetroots and carrots are speed food and parsnip is free food. And the seasoning that you can see on them is sage, onion and garlic, and that's what they were roasted in, along with a little bit of oil. There's probably not even a teaspoon on this amount, but I'm going to call it a teaspoon, so 2 SYNS. And all I'm going to do is literally use my little Knorr vegetable stock pot and some water that's conveniently just boiled, and I'm going to get that going and then add my veg and then just blend it up a bit, and I'm going to have it with some toast. And I have some small wholemeal bread which I can have 2 slices of for my healthy extra B choice. Okay, this has been boiling for a few minutes. As you can see, it's turned a lovely murderous pink, and as obviously everything else is turning pink as well. So I'm just going to blend it up a little bit and then see if I need to add some more liquid, because I've just boiled the kettle again in case I do. Okay, I actually think that's about perfect. So I just put the blender, like up against one side. So I blended about half, I reckon, of what was in there. And actually that's perfect because I like it with bits still in it, like this. And then, but obviously you've got the actual kind of soup base is a little thicker. So I'm more than happy with this. I'm going to taste it, add any seasonings. I'm just toasting up 2 pieces of my small wholemeal loaf, and then we're away. Well, here we go. It's all good to go. I tasted it, and actually I don't need to add anything at all because the stock cube added the perfect amount of saltiness. And I've just got my toast plain. Well, I say toast, I actually kind of burnt it on one side, so I haven't cooked the other. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just having that plain, so there's no SYNS in that. As I said, I reckon there's about a teaspoon of oil just in the whole amount of those veggies, because I only used, I think it was 2 tablespoons for the lot, and I'd used about 2/3 of them, so it's rounding up anyway. But obviously this is only like half of the portion. I may have some more but I thought I'll just start with a small bowl and then I can have some more as I go along. But either way, it doesn't really matter because a whole lot is just 2 SYNS. Hey guys, it's like 5:30 right now. I had my lunch at, I think it was about 1 o'clock. And the only reason I actually remember that is because we have a meeting at 1:30 and I know that I was finished eating by then. So it's been, what, 4 hours or something? And I only had the soup that I showed you. So I've still got a big portion left. Happy days. Such a nice colour. So yeah, I decided that I'm gonna call it a teaspoon of oil for the portion I had and the same for the other half there, just to be on the safe side because I'd rather over-syn it than under-syn it. But that still means that I'm only on 4 SYNS so far today with my 2 coffees, so I'm really, really pleased about that. I'm just thinking about tea, and I must confess I am really hungry. I'm very aware there wasn't really a protein element with my lunch today, and that would have obviously made it a bit more satiating, but at the time it filled me up and that's great. But I am very much hungry right now. 5:30 is not the time I would normally eat my dinner, but I would rather have a meal now, or at least start cooking now and be ready, than leave it too late, have a snack now, and then potentially go off plan, because honestly, I was literally just about to. Not that I had anything ready to go off plan with, but I was considering going down to the shops and just like buying something. And I thought, no, you've got all the stuff in the house that you need to make something really healthy, really filling, really Slimming World friendly, and low SYN, and there's just no need, and you can still get that comfort food feeling, you know. I've still got my healthy extra A's to use today, so I can have 80 grams of cocoa cheese, which is brilliant because that's one of my favourite things. As you guys know, it's really comforting. Cheese is brilliant, you know. It feels like a real indulgent food because it's really fatty, you know. So yeah, I've decided to have some pasta. Just realised I might be covering up the mic there. Sorry if that was a bit horrible. Anyway, so I'm probably going to have some pasta. And I was sort of trying to decide what kind of pasta I'm going to have. So I could do like a creamy pasta using some silken tofu as like a sauce base, and then add some flavouring and stuff to it. Or I could do just the kind that I normally do, which is basically just cook all my veggies and stuff and then just stir them through the pasta and then just stir cheese through. Honestly, that's probably my favourite way to have pasta, but sometimes it's nice to have it other ways as well. And then, or I could do a tomato-based sauce, but I'm not really feeling that today, unless it was spaghetti bolognese with lentil bolognese, but I don't think I've got any spaghetti, so I don't think that's going to be it today. Yeah, or I don't really know. So I'm just having a little think, but just wanted to check in to keep myself on track. After all that, I've just decided that I am going to eat something now because I really am hungry. I've got half a pot of Alpro Greek style plain open, so that's half a SYN for 100 grams. Half the pot, well, slightly under actually, but half the pot is 200 grams, so that's 1 SYN. So I'm actually going to have this half a pot now, just to tide me over, to stop me thinking so like about food, because I'm fully in like I'm really hungry and I need to eat something now mode. So if I eat that, that's going to just take the edge off and give me a little more calmness to make something nice for tea. That delightful noise is food, yay! That yoghurt was exactly the right thing to have, so I'm really glad I did. And now I'm cooking myself some dinner. Very, very simple, but do you know what? I just wanted something comforting, hot, full of vegetables, and including some kind of protein. So I'm fulfilling that. Boiling some pasta, but more excitingly, here's my veggies. I've got a few mushrooms, I've got a whole courgette, and half a red and yellow pepper each. So loads and loads of veggies. Oh, and some garlic, because I love garlic. And then I've also got, this is my protein, This is frozen pretend chicken, and it's the Taste and Glory one, the roast tender strips. And I've used half a pack. These are completely sin-free, these ones on Slimming World, so that's really good. And the pack looks the same whether you buy it frozen or from the fridge section. This just happens to be a frozen one. Everything's done, I'm just going to chuck it all together. I know this is a super simple meal, so it's not very exciting for you guys, but at least it shows, you know, what you can eat as a vegan on Slimming World. So my veggies are all done, and look how nicely caramelised they are, as well as that pretend chicken. Like the really dark bits are the colour it already comes with, which is like a char-grilled flavour. It's really nice. And then just the browner bits are where it's been on the pan, like that mushroom. Look at that. Oh, how nice does that look? I cooked these veggies and pretend chicken in 10 sprays of olive oil, which is 1 SYN. And actually that's my whole SYN in this dinner, so it's just 1 SYN. And then my cheese, I've used the small side of the grater, and you know what that means, a cheese mountain. So I've used 80 grams, which is quite a lot, and it is both my healthy extra A's for the day, but it goes so far when you do it on the small side of the grater, so it feels super, super indulgent, but it's totally on plan. Just added some cooked pasta to the pan, as well as some garlic, pepper, and a load of sea salt, and, well, not a load, but, you know, a big pinch. And that's literally it. So it's just going to be garlicky, vegetable-y, salty, peppery, and cheesy. Perfection. Hey guys, it's the end of the day. Well, actually, oh God, look, I haven't cleaned up the kitchen. Embarrassment. Yeah, so my tea was really, really nice. Hi, Doubts. Clearly, she wanted to say hi to you all. Yeah, tea was really nice and completely hit the spot. So great choice for me today. And then I've only had water since then. And then I did have one of my little Moser Roth dark chocolate sea salt bars from Aldi, which are 6.5 SYNS for one of those little bars. I'm about to go to bed. The only other thing I've had apart from that is water. Not even a cup of tea this evening, just because I haven't got around to it, and I want to go to bed now, so I'm not going to bother. And so that actually puts me only on 12.5 SYNS today, which is really unusual, but I'm not knocking it. So happy days. And that's really all there is to it. So, sorry it wasn't very exciting. Well, she's not impressed. Dancer, can we say bye? Can we say bye to the people? They love you. You shouldn't sound so angry. You silly sausage. Aren't you? You silly sausage. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.